The next morning, the school resource officer updates the principal on his home visit. He shares that the father was cooperative and looked at Anthony's phone in his presence. Anthony had no explanation of why the pictures were on his phone, and he denied showing them to anyone. The pictures were of Anthony with his older brother's airsoft guns. His older brother has been in trouble in the community and in school, and is in an alternative school placement due to drugs and assault. He has been a major stressor for Mr. Peterson and a negative influence on Anthony, who looks up to his older brother. Mr. Peterson allowed the officer access to the home, and there are no guns. The SRO reports that Mr. Peterson seemed unsure of how to manage Anthony or his older brother right now.
The social worker reviews the student records, which indicate no history of academic problems, attendance concerns, or health issues, but does reveal that Anthony has gone through a number of changes within his family in the last several years. In the file, there is a custody order issued the summer before starting middle school, giving sole custody of Anthony to his father. Since entering middle school, Anthony has had a number of discipline referrals for defiance, disruption, and verbal conflicts with peers, and these incidents have increased each year. Most notably, this year referrals include physical aggression and fights.
Anthony and his father come to the school, and with his father's permission, Anthony meets with the school counselor while his father is interviewed by the social worker.
Mr. Peterson was cooperative in his meeting with the social worker. He reported that he's a single parent who works long hours, often not getting home until 6 or 7. He shared that Anthony has been having problems since the beginning of middle school. In elementary school, Anthony was involved in sports, playing both soccer and football. He had nice friends and liked school. Since middle school, however, Anthony tends to associate with older kids, friends of his older brother who get in trouble in the community, and he is on a bad path. Mr. Peterson denies any history of depression, but says that Anthony seems angry a lot. He shared that Anthony's mother abandoned the family when Anthony was in 5th grade and has had no contact with him or his brother since. Mr. Peterson has not considered counseling for either of his children in the past, but may be willing to do so at this point. He is concerned about Anthony's future.
Anthony was initially guarded during the interview with the school counselor, but gradually seemed to become more comfortable. He acknowledged showing the pictures to the other boys, but said it wasn't a big deal. He denied having intention to harm anyone and denied having problems with other kids at school. He prefers to hang out with the high school kids in his neighborhood who are friends with his brother. Anthony went on to report that he does not have any adults in school whom he could go to with a problem. He described a stressful home life due to his parents' divorce, his lack of contact with his mother, and the fighting between his older brother and his father. He shared that he played soccer and football during elementary school, but not since moving here.
Witnesses to the incident on the bus are interviewed by the assistant principal, and they confirm the initial report. They report that Anthony has been having conflicts with a group of 7th grade boys, and their interpretation of Anthony showing the pictures was to show off and intimidate. While they didn't think he would actually bring a gun to school, they know who his older brother is, and believe that they were real guns in the pictures.
Teachers describe an academically capable student who seems to have a chip on his shoulder. He is quick to become annoyed with other students, his peer relationships tend to be conflictual, and he has a hard time letting go of things that bother him. Anthony's English teacher reports that he is an excellent writer, but she doesn't think he perceives of himself that way. She wishes that she could reach him because she sees his potential. He is not a behavior problem in her class.
The threat assessment team meets and reviews the information collectively. They objectively consider the level of concern presented by Anthony and the situation and determine next steps. What level of concern do you think is presented by this situation? What are your reasons for that assessment?